Yep, to the yep. You already know what time it is, man. It's your girl POC. Turn your radios up, spread the word, spread the message. You already know how we come in each and every Friday, live on 900 AM WRD, 96.1 Word Radio, Eco Word, bringing you that greener, safer Philadelphia conversation, that environmental justice conversation that's for you and about you. You already know we want you to tap in on the conversation, engage in the conversation. We have a jam-packed show for you today. I'm really excited about this show as we kick off the month of March. Today is Friday, March 8th, and we are here live. We are going across the waters right now. We're tapping in with some environmentalists who are doing it big in Nigeria, in the continent of Africa, in the country of Nigeria. I'm excited. We have Plogging Nigeria on the line with us right now. We have the administrative director who will be joining us in conversation. Good morning. How are you? Please introduce yourself for our listening audience.
Good morning, Paris. My name is Ayodeji Omilabu, and I am joining you from Nigeria.
How you
And I am
feeling?
the administrative director for Plogging Nigeria.
How are you
I'm
feeling, first
fine.
and
I'm good.
foremost? I'm excited to be here with you this morning. We were able to make it
I
happen.
am.
So my
I am
energy is
excited
up.
too.
For sure. And when we talk about Plug in Nigeria, when we think about environmentalists and what you all have to go through on a daily basis in Nigeria in general, with a country who's struggling in so many different ways. And when you think about just the environment and what you all are doing, we had to make sure that we tapped in with you all here on Eco Word. So please explain to us, what is Plug in Nigeria and what do you all exactly do?
Thank you, P, for that wonderful question. So, Plogging Nigeria, at Plogging Nigeria, we are an organization that provides a platform for jogging off body waste and reading the environment of waste through organized activities called plugging episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So this plugging episode, they are aired fortnightly in at least 26 locations in Nigeria, across the country. So this episode, we hold them to make sure that we educate people about the environmental education and how to keep their body fit and keep the environment clean. So that's what we've been doing so far in Nigeria.
No part. And when it comes down to what part of Nigeria you all are in, what part of you all, Nigeria, what part of you all are in the country? What part of the country are you all in?
Right. All right. Thank you. So in Nigeria, we have 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria that have 6 states, 5 states in each zones. So out of these 6 zones, we are in 4 geopolitical zones. In the north, that is northern part of the country. We are in the western part of the country, that's southwest of the country. We are in the we are in the south of the country. We are in the south of the country, and we are in the north central of the country and the northeast of Nigeria. So that's where we operate, and we are institution-based organization. So we are trying to educate people through our demonstration in keeping the environment clean and keeping the body fit. So we are trying to educate the next generation that come in, that will be graduating from school, that are learning in our colleges, to teach them not only graduate with certificate, you should graduate with environmental values, ethical values to the environment. So that's why we started this at Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife 12 years ago. Thank you.
And that makes me want to ask my next question. You said that this is a university-based initiative, right? So when it comes down to you all adding that education piece, how are people receiving the message when you want to add education behind saving the planet or saving their country?
All right. So in Nigeria, we don't have our curriculum in Nigeria. It's not that versatile. It's not that versatile in the sense that we don't have actually where people can study interdisciplinary courses that we embed environmental education to their various courses. So that's why we are at Plogging Nigeria. We are coming to make sure that as you're leaving the school, at least you have knowledge about the climate change, environmental education, environmental sustainability. So we will not only be in the classroom teaching you this, we go out there to demonstrate how we do this. So, and people have been receiving this. We only started with just 13 members at Obafemi Awolowo University. So, but now we have over 1,000 members. We have over 1,000 members across the country that have shown interest, and they are learning. They are learning through what we are doing in Plogging Nigeria. Yes.
I think that's amazing, 1,000 members. And when you think about Nigeria and you think about how many Nigerians is actually in that country, you're like, whoa. So when you think about, is that 1,000 people who are actually involved in the university as well?
I didn't get that, please.
Is that 1,000 people who are also involved in the university? So everyone that goes to Plogging Nigeria isn't part of the university?
The Plogging Nigeria, we are a registered organization in the university. So, of course, we are part of the university because we must register. We must be a registered organization before we can carry out any activities in any of the institutions. So, the way we involve over 1,000 students in our activities is, one, we organize a wide campus cleanup activity that we involve both the faculties in the school, all the stakeholders in the school. So we do that at every semester. We have 2 semesters in a session. We do that at every semester, or at least at every session, to make sure that we tell people the importance of cleaner environment and the importance of sustainable development goals. And with that, we tell them about climate change and climate action, how we can take action in our own sphere and in our own institution. So that's how we've been evolving over 1,000 people, over 1,000 students in our activities across the country.
And congratulations for what you all were able to obtain thus far. I know you all are going to continue the work that you are doing and get more and gain more success. But I want to ask you this, when it comes down to the different regions of Nigeria and what you all need as a country, right? And you talk about you all being in 4 different points of the country. I'm sure that there's different issues for each point. One can be a pile of trash, one can be simply climate change and the heat taking over with the heat wave. It could be lack of water and things of that nature. So when it comes down to the different points, can you break it down to us, when it comes down to the 4 points that you all serve, what are the different issues that you all are touching for each one?
Okay, so in Nigeria, we have problem of waste management generally. So waste management issue cut across all the regions in the country. So we have problem of waste management, and that is why we are trying to focus our efforts on responsible waste handling. So in the southern part of southwest of the country that we try to look at the circular economy, how we can monetize the waste that we are generating in the southern part of the country. So in the southeast part of the country, we look at how we can infuse the art, the poetry, the music, the drama, in how to teach people about the environmental sustainability. So we carry out a function there last year. We call it Tration. Tration infused both using the waste material to create ornamentals, to create something that you can use to decorate your house. Just bring fashion and trash together. So we call it Tration. So this we aim to educate people.
We call it recycling.
Okay, yeah, we name it Tration here in Nigeria. So this brought a lot of people together to actually know what we are doing, why we are doing this. So, and it gives the students in this community the opportunity to think wide on what they can use their waste to do, to generate money and to teach other people, or what they can use their talent to do. Some people are very, very talented in using their spoken words to talk to people, and people can resonate with. So in Nigeria, in this southeast part, we tried that as much as possible to make sure that people relate to climate change issue through the work of art, through the work of poetry, through the work of painting, and through the work of performance art that we carried out in UNN. So in the northern part, we've been going through that. We'll be educating people, especially the rural women, about how we can not use firewood to cook, how we can develop another means of cooking. I'm looking at briquettes now. So we are looking at teaching them how to use other alternative instead of them putting down the trees for firewood. So that's what we've been doing. And like you rightfully said, we have different challenges at different locations. And of course, we've been tailoring our solutions and our advocacy towards this differently and towards to their peculiarity. So, but one thing is paramount, the waste management issue across the country is a very, very big issue. So we normally, we take that very seriously and we teach them about responsible waste handling generally.
And I would say because there's so much waste in the country, right? That can be maybe $1 million, billion business.
Yes.
And this is an opinion. I would love for you to talk to it. When it comes down to just waste management in general, how much money is in that?
How much money is what?
How much money would you say is just in the industry of waste management in general? It looks like it could be.
Okay.
It looks like it could be $1 billion industry in Nigeria, honestly, because it's so much waste. I just think that it's so much money involved, and if you get the right hands, like you get the trucks moving and things of that nature, you can really make some money off of that. But I would love to hear it from you. Talk to me.
Okay. Last time I checked, when I want to pitch to my university, I am here right now. That's University of Nigeria, Nsukka. During my research, I find out that the waste management industry, the waste value chain in Nigeria, is actually over 30 billion US dollars.
Yeah.
That people are not venturing to, that we are not venturing to at all. It's only, well, generally, the United Nations is only 10% of our waste that have been plastic waste that have been recycled, generally in the world. In Nigeria, I don't think we are up to that. So I don't want to be giving statistics that I cannot substantiate. So, but generally in Nigeria, we have that issue of not being able to have data to back up our actual facts in Nigeria. So that's why the World Bank estimated the waste value chain in Nigeria to be over 30 billion US dollars. So, but now we have a lot of people that are coming into the market, that are coming into the business. Of course, try to break even in the business and try to introduce this business to other partners and get more partners in recycling business. And it's not only plastic that we supposed to be recycled, we're recycling in Nigeria. We have other recyclables that we can do. You understand? So it's a very, very large business. It's a very, very large economy that we are not looking into right now in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole.
And I know that you all still use glass bottles for a lot of different things as well. So you utilizing the glass bottles, I know that there's money in that too. And that makes me want to ask you specifically, when you think about other governments stepping in outside, different country governments stepping in to be a part of what's happening in Nigeria, especially like the Chinese government, right? It has pretty much has already bought up all of your roads and highways and things of that nature in Nigeria. So when it comes down to waste management or just climate action in general, how have they stepped in? Has it been, on a positive side, or are they really just trying to take over?
Oh, all right. Thank you. So, China have been the most the place that we export our plastic waste to, most especially in Nigeria from Nigeria. They are the one that are buying our waste, our waste plastic to recycle it to do something else. China is the market, is the big market. Yes, they are stepping in giving grants to some small scale businesses. They are giving grants, they are giving loans to small scale businesses, to startups. They are giving loans, they are giving grants for them. Yeah, I'm very sure of that. And of course, through Chinese government, we've been able to remove a lot of plastic waste from our environment in Nigeria. And we are staying in business with them. I know a lot of businesses that are working directly with the Chinese companies, that they are exporting the plastic waste from Nigeria. And not only plastic waste, there are other waste that we are exporting to China to turn them into something else. Then, of course, we import them back to the country. So that's what I say.
No doubt. And I appreciate you again. And for those who just tuning in, again, we are tapped in with our family right now, across the water in the country of Nigeria. We are live on Eco WURD. I'm excited to be speaking with the administrative director of Plogging Nigeria. Go ahead and tell the people how they can find more information before we jump back into the conversation, how they can find more information, your website, social media, and all that good stuff while they're listening.
Oh, all right. Thank you. So our website is just www.pluggingnigeria.org. www.pluggingnigeria.org. So that's our website. Then on all our socials, we are just Plugging Nigeria. On all Instagram, X, Facebook, we're just Plugging Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You find us there, and you can follow all our activities and from other 24 subsidiary clubs that we have in Nigeria. So yes, you can find us on those social media handles. And we love to follow them back. We love them to follow us.
For sure. Definitely go make sure you support our folks over here at Plogging Nigeria. But I want to ask you this last question about the Chinese government, specifically when it comes down to the waste, right? And I thank you for giving us context, specifically saying that they are giving out loans and they are giving out grants to small startups and small entrepreneurs. But I wanted to ask you, how are Nigerians receiving this, specifically knowing that, you have outsiders coming in and they're pretty much making the rules and you have to ask, you're asking versus telling them how you want your country to be ran, as far as, making sure when it comes down to the waste management, you all have more ideas on the table or even invited to the table to put your ideas out there.
All right. So first of all, if any entity wants to do any business with Nigeria, of course, they have to do it the right way by getting the appropriate documents, by getting the appropriate legal binding for them to operate in the country. So now, for the first time, we have Blue Economy Ministry in the country. Mm-hmm. That is where we have to all the plastic debris in the ocean, everything concerning our ocean has to go through that ministry to get permission to take out the debris or every other thing. So, of course, they will have to get the permission. And, of course, Nigeria is open to business from everybody and every country. We are open, and Nigeria, we are good people and we are hardworking people that are ready to give support for any company, any enterprise that is coming to this country. So, Plogging Nigeria as a consultant, when it comes to waste management, Plogging Nigeria can consult for you from any part of the country that you want to venture into any kind of waste management in Nigeria. We are here to help you get all those documentation, do the preliminary studies, the feasibility studies, and every other. So we are here for you. Just reach out to us through our socials or our website or our email. So we are ready to help. We are ready to consult for any organization that is coming on board. So we, of course, we are open to business. Nigeria, we are good people and we are ready to help, and, of course, to help the country and to help the humanities. Yeah, thank you, Pete.
For sure. And another thing that I love about what you all have going on, is you all partner with a lot of different people to make sure that you spread more awareness, and to make sure you have a lot of things going on throughout the month and people can participate. And last month, in the month of February, you all did a Greenie Challenge, which was a partnership. And I appreciated that because it was like a 29-day challenge where you all threw different things at people that can help them in their household, but also help them on a day-to-day basis, learning how to use the things around their homes or using the things that's in nature to really get them going. Talk to us a little bit about this partnership and how did this come about?
Well, okay, thank you, P. So, like you rightfully said, we are in partner. If SDG 17, that's partnership. That's just so we are ready to partner with any organization that is into environmental sustainability. That's our goal. We generally work with any organization that is promoting environmental sustainability. So that was one of the reasons why that organization reached out to us. And with our members, with our large members, so we knew that we have a lot of people that will be participating in that challenge. And, it's a very, very interesting challenge, like you mentioned. Just wake up in the morning and you'll be expecting to carry out a challenge, maybe turning off your fan and just record it and post it online, just to encourage other people around you or your contact list to do so. So it was an interesting one, and that won't be the first time that we'll be partnering with them. We've partnered in a lot of sustainability challenges with this particular organization and other organizations. And of course, they partner with us too in some of our challenges, in some of our environmental sustainability challenges too. So we are open. You must not be from Nigeria. You can be from anywhere to partner with us. So far that it's virtual, and even beyond virtual partnership, we can do that as well. So we are open. And if you want us to co-design for you, a challenge for you, we are readily available to do that for any organization from anywhere for that matter. So if you have an idea and you want to bring it to fruition, you want to, or you don't even have any idea at all, you just have the fun that you want to do this, just reach out to us. We are readily available to co-create a very environmental sustainability challenge or project for any organization in the country or outside the country.
I love
We are
that.
your guy.
I love that. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because, you know, you never know who's listening. And when it comes down to what you all are doing in Nigeria, I want you all to continue to thrive so you can actually help and have that sustainable country that you're looking for, no matter what part of the country that you're in. And I wanted to also speak on this press release that you all just dropped last week. We do have about 5 minutes left in today's conversation, but I do want to touch on it because I want you to explain it a little bit for our listeners. Youth-led NGO and social environmental firm support Lagos single use of plastic ban. This was a press release that you all dropped last week, and I got a chance to read it and go over it. And I wanted to talk about it. You know, when you see youth, you know, on the front lines speaking up and stepping up, saying we want to be a part of the conversation, how did everything unfold? Talk to me a little bit about that. Because Lagos is a busy city. You know, when you think about Nigeria, a lot of people jump straight to Lagos, but people don't understand the country itself is huge. But Lagos holds what? Millions of people a day. So I can't even imagine the waste that they have in that city. But yeah, please talk to us a little bit about it.
All right. Thank you. So you mentioned that Lagos, we have about 20 million people in Lagos that are staying in that city alone. So now a lot of them lack environmental education, in quotes, a lot of them. And there's not been a law or guidance that specifically ban plastic pollution in that city. But thankfully, we have one that you are just reading about right now. So it's a very welcome development for us in Plogging Nigeria, and we just support the government for doing this. Now, where we are coming from is the advocacy of this policy. We want people to know about this policy, and we've been doing that. That's why we released that press statement that you are reading. So aside this, we'll be going out to lead campaigns that will make people to know that this has been banned in Lagos, and we don't want it again. So not only in Lagos, in other parts of the country as well. So in Abia State, just a few weeks after the banning of this telephone in Lagos, Abia State government made the state proclamation that this should be banned in the states, in the southeast part of the country. And yes, it's easier to make pronunciation, it's easier to make law, it's easier to make policies. But how do we advocate this policy to the people that need to hear it? So that is where Plogging Nigeria comes in. So we will be taking our advocacy on this plastic banning, banning of plastic, single-use plastic in the country, or in the Lagos specifically. We have 20 million people, and doing this, we need a lot of resources in carrying out our campaign, to design campaign flyers, to design campaign strategies. So we need a lot of funding. So if we have anybody that wants to support this, of course, you're welcome to support that. So it's a welcome initiative from the Lagos State government. And we as a club, as an organization, we are ready to support that initiative, to say that everybody in Lagos State hears about this law and they adhere to the policy, to the latter. Not only people, including the corporate organizations as well. Thank you.
And I just wanted to just put context to the conversation. When you say youth-led NGO, what does NGO stand for people who may not know?
Non-governmental organizations.
Okay. All right. I just wanted I just wanted to put some context to it for people who are listening. But again, I appreciate you coming through. Again, we're speaking to the executive administrator here at Plogging Nigeria. I'm excited about this conversation. We've been trying to make this conversation happen for a while now, and the fact that we did, it's exciting because you when you think about just activists in general in the world of environmentalism, it can really be very challenging, and you can definitely feel like you're alone sometimes because we're in different parts of the world, different countries, different states, different cities, but when we come together, we all have the same passion and the same love, and we want that sustainability. So I thank you again for the work that you're doing. Tell the people how they can find you all again, website, social media, and how they can stay locked with all the initiatives that you all have going on there in Nigeria.
Oh, all right. You can reach out through www.pluggingnigeria.org. Pluggingnigeria.org. So then we on all our socials, other socials, X, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, IG, you can reach through at Plugging Nigeria. That's it, at Plugging Nigeria. So we are there, and you can reach out to us anytime, any day. We will respond to you. ASAP. Thank you.
Even with the time zone, they're still gonna make it happen. Even with the time zone difference, the time does not matter. When it comes down to doing the work, they're doing the work over there at Plogging Nigeria. And I thank you so much, and I appreciate you for joining in on this conversation this morning. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. You already know, man. Keep your radios locked. 900 AM WRD 96.1 Word Radio. It's your girl POC. We'll be right back. Radio's up. Stay locked.